Blessings, Shamanic Allied Priestess here, and I wanted to do a quick mid-month check-in. Yeah, just checking in what I've been doing the last couple of weeks, things like that, sharing my favorites so far of the month. So my card of the month, or at least my card for these last 2 weeks of April, can't even believe we're almost 2 weeks into April, but I work a lot with chakras, as you can see, for myself and things like that. Because I have chakras are not really like Afro-Caribbean, but I've had Hindu people that practice Hinduism in my life, and they've taught me about chakras and things like that. So it is something that I have incorporated into my practice as respectfully as I could do. And so the chakra that I have for the last 2 weeks has been compassion. So the heart chakra, caring, empathy, acceptance, and gentleness. And this is the message and the chakra that I've built a crystal grid around in my reading altar, which I find the message to really suit what is going on right now. My incense for the month, the last couple of weeks, I've been burning this heart chakra incense from Hem. And I've also been burning a lot when I do my readings and stuff the last couple of weeks. My spiritual incense, which I love. So either I'm burning heart chakra incense for meditation, or I'm burning spiritual incense for when I'm doing my readings. So those have been the incense of the month, and things like that. As far as crystals, I've been having like the most vivid, active dreams this month. Very predictive, very dark in some cases. Things that I need to know, but at the same time, they kind of suck. But you know, now I can act appropriately and do what I have to do spiritually to take care of certain situations. But anyways, so I've been doing more dream journaling, and I find Merlinite, holding like the Merlinite in my palm while I'm dream journaling to be really good for recalling my visions and my dreams. So lots of visions, lots of dreams. I literally had an African spirit where my daughter ran down the stairs, because I have a second floor to the house that I rent, and she literally ran down the stairs because she thought somebody broke in. And I could see in my mind's eye, I thought somebody was in my house too. And then it was basically the spirits let me know, no, it's not a person, it's a spirit, because they look so human. You could literally hear like doors opening and closing, banging going on, things like that. It wasn't a malicious spirit. It's one of my protectors, one of my guerreros, one of my war spirits, one of my Congo spirits that pretty much was giving me a warning about certain things. So situation has been taken care of in the spirit world, and things like that. That's why I love the Congo spirits, because they will let you know when someone's trying to do things against you, and then you act accordingly, you will be fine. So working a lot with Merlinite, also working a lot with serpentine. So a lot of heart work going on there. Very drawn to raw rose quartz. I even bought a tumbled heart-shaped rose quartz. So needing that nice soothing energy. Working with various pieces of Triagate for the last 2 weeks. I love buying crystals by the bulk because they're so good for crystal grids and things like that. Working with my emerald crystal. Working with my heart chakra crystal this month, and jade, a little piece of jade. Working with my green aventurine pendulum this month, last 2 weeks so far, for healing and clarification. And very drawn this month to pyrite. Just working with various pieces of pyrite. So those have been the crystals in April. When it comes to decks, I'm planning to work with this one for the rest of April. But I've been working with my universal weight. This is the backs. I've been working a lot with my Rider-Waite universal weight. I don't know, something about the coloration right now that it's spraying. I'm really drawn to it. So I've been just really working with this deck in the month of April. I love any type of Rider-Waite Smith. Is why I have such a big collection of different types of Rider-Waite Smith decks. And yeah, I've been working with that. So really super excited about working with the Rider-Waite Smith. I love working with this deck in all its various forms. So that's the Universal Weight Tarot deck. So been working with that deck in the month of April for giving readings and stuff to clients and things of that nature. So this has been my working deck for the month of April so far. Plan to work with it in the next couple of weeks throughout the month of April. This deck, worked with it, and I'm actually going to use it as a client deck. So I am going to be doing readings with this. There's some readings that I specifically have created for this with this deck. This is Mrs. Cleo's tarot deck, in case you're wondering. So I am going to be using this for client reads. I get nothing but amazing readings with this, and so it is going to go on the rotation as a working deck and things like that. So this deck, like I talked about in an earlier video, was a deck that I thought was like not really drawn to it, and all of a sudden it just started to speak to me in a way that my working decks do. And so I'm like, this deck needs to be in the rotation. This deck needs to be in my rotation. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put that deck in my rotation. So I'm gonna be working with this deck as a working deck now, and things like that, because I have added some readings, like newer readings. So we still have the spiritual investigation, we still have the psychic readings and things like that, but I have the angel, working with angels workshop, angel readings now I'm doing, past life readings I'm doing now, and also doing energetic readings and spiritual warrior readings. So I feel like this is going to be a deck that I'm going to use for some past life work and stuff like that with clients and things like that. Like, it really, really speaks to me. I love it a lot. So yeah, it's going to be some stuff. This is a newer deck that I started to do some readings with, and I love it already. This one definitely is going to become a working deck as well in the future. That's what I plan to do with it. Right now I'm just working with it for journaling purposes. And so far I love the readings that I'm getting with this. So I'm using this for like weekly readings, so a weekly check-in for myself and things like that. And I will definitely let you guys know how that goes. This is the beautiful backs. I am loving this deck. It really speaks to me. And I'm just loving the readings that I'm getting with it. And I'm going to continue to work with this one. I don't know if it's going to become a working deck for other people, but for right now, it is a deck that I'm using to work and do readings for myself, and things like that. I had to pause the video because I dropped some cards. But yeah, so this is a deck that I'm planning to work with more and just see, like, where does it take you? What am I going to end up doing? Am I going to just use it for myself? Is this going to become a working deck? and things like that. But this deck is amazing. It's amazing. I love the journaling that I'm doing with it. I love, working with it and things like that. So, yeah. So I plan to do a lot of journaling with this one. Oh, I like this one too. Let me share one more card. So it's a beautiful deck. I love it. I read in one of the reviews about it not having diversity. There are some melanated people in this deck. I don't know if you can see. There you go. There are darker toned people in the deck, so I don't know. There are some brown people in here, so I don't know. Like somebody wrote that in the review on Amazon, so I just wanted to show that. But anyways, yeah, it's a really beautiful, beautiful deck, and I really look forward to reading with it. She's beautiful. I don't know why it's a lot of focus. She is gorgeousness. So, yeah. All right, so that is the Herbal Tarot deck. I love the message on the card, one of the cards. The path of the herbalist is to open ourselves to nature in an innocent and pure way. She in turn will open her bounty and reward us with many valuable secrets. May the earth bless you. I might even get there's like a book that comes with, like you can get separate from this, or you could have gotten the set and I didn't get the set. But I'm going to see if I can get the book on its own, because I kind of would be interested to know why some of the borders have different colors and things like that. I actually want to study this deck in depth. So those are the tarots for the month so far. As far as Oracle, I was using this one for the first 2 weeks for just like a weekly card pull type of situation. This deck gives really great readings. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle, Colin Baron Reed. So this is one of her older decks. This is the beautiful backs. I love this deck so much. Like, since the day I've gotten it, I've always connected with it. You would think I had a past life with Merlin or something like that, because I just love this deck. I've actually dreamt of Merlin before, and that's how I got the Merlinite stone. So yeah, pretty much didn't know there was a stone called Merlinite, and it's been really good working with it. So, but anyways, yeah, this deck is amazing. I get so much out of these cards, and I love working with it. So I've been journaling with this deck and everything like that. So, and that is your Wisdom of the Avalon Oracle cards. I'm also just started working with this one. I'm going to try to work with this one in the next 2 weeks, and that is your Magical Mermaids and Dolphins. I did a reading with it alongside for myself, the Herbal Tarot. This is your, Doreen Virtue. This deck has been amazing. I love the backs of the cards. I completely love this deck so much. It brings me back to the beginning of my journey. I had a bunch of Doreen Virtue decks, and in one of my moves, I lost a lot of the decks, because mostly when I first started, I used to only buy Doreen Virtue Oracle decks and stuff like that. And so I lost a lot of my collection of Doreen Virtue's decks. I have very few left. And a lot of them are out of print now, so like they're worth a lot of money. So whoever found that box, because a lot of them was still brand new and stuff like that, found a good amount of money on their hands. So, but anyways, yeah. So this is the Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle cards, and I love them so much. They're just very nostalgic. When I started working on the Psychic Hotline, a lot of the readers used this. I remember they pulled a card for me, and it was like, it made so much sense. I was like, whoa, what deck is that? And I Googled it and ended up buying it and stuff like that. So, yeah, I love it. I don't know. I love Doreen Virtue's work. Even if she's since switched her path and things like that. Like I tend to love her decks. So yeah, so those are the decks that I've been working with. That's what I've been doing. I've been expanding my practice, adding on new services. I've been, it's already been the first month of the hoodoo classes. So we have about another 4 weeks to go. In about a month the classes will be over, so I'm halfway through the second bout of the hoodoo courses, March edition. So the next ones will be in August, and of course those seats are full. But then I have workshops in May for ancestral healings. Then I have some June stuff coming up, the the working with your angels, and the wounded warrior workshops and things like that. So that's exciting. I still have room in the angel courses and the wounded warrior courses. There's still room. Seating is limited, but there's still space available for that. But yeah, so I have all these classes coming up, really exciting. And so just creating the work for that, and journaling a lot, and doing a lot of client reads. Thank you so much. Things are really starting to grow. I'm getting so many new clientele. So I'm so blessed with that, meeting a lot of new people. So it just keeps getting better and better. A lot of people just really trying to seek spirituality at this time. So I've been very blessed to help so many of you guys. Thank you for all the wonderful reviews, emails after people read me. They're so happy. Like, I so appreciate that so much. I had someone, recently, like, I just don't know how you could open yourself up to all these energies and things like that. I love what I do. I, have a background in reading on the psychic hotline, so I'm used to opening up my energy to strangers and things like that. This is what the spirits call me to do. This is what, my loas call me to do, my orishas, especially my mother, main loa. And this is what they call me to do. They wanted me to help our people, to help people, just humankind, and taking back our power, and just helping people get on track, and all these things. So I don't see it like that. Like, my spirits, I have a lot of faith in them, and they protect me. I had one negative experience out of like so many others, and I just been setting healthier boundaries, and really taking care of myself, self-love, self-care, and things like that, and stuff. So I find this to be very rewarding. I love how many lives I've touched and things like that. One bad experience is not going to make me run away. You know what I'm saying? So my mother always said, if you don't have some haters, then you're doing something wrong. So you've made it when you have some haters, right? So, but for the most part, it's nothing but love. And word of mouth, people like, oh, she's really good. And then I've had people, that relatives, lovers, nieces, daughters, or this person's a really good psychic. And so then I start working with like whole families and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm just really excited. I've worked with some significant people in the spiritual community, and things like that. I'm not going to say their names, because that's, I'm very private about the people that I read. I've actually read some predominant religious figures, that you're like, I thought you didn't believe in that stuff. You kind of preach in the pulpit that it's a sin, but you coming to me for work or reading or whatever. I'm never gonna say who they are. You know what I mean? So I've read some known people, but I just keep those to myself. I know there was like on Ebony's 31 Days of Tarot, like, would you like to read from a celebrity? I've actually read for some people, significant people. I just never say, because again, that's confidential. So I've even read for some really higher up people in the spiritual community on more than one occasion. I just don't say who they are. You know what I mean? And they have a huge following, and it's private. It's nobody's business. So it's just me and them. So I feel like your work will speak for itself, and I've always been that type of person. But all right, guys, that is my mid-month check-in. Much love, much light, much blessings. Oh, I've been drinking a lot of immune tassel teas. Have been my favorite. I didn't bring anything out from that. They're chamomile and roses tea, and compane herb. good for the immune booster and stuff like that. So forgot to mention that. But much love, much light, much blessings. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. And until the next video, bye.